I don't want to talk about that on stage, but thank you for asking. Yeah. You don't have to. I don't. I asked it. I'm thinking about it. I have different scenarios in my brain, like different things that would work for me, and so I'm applying to different things and working on other things too that for myself that would any of those scenarios would make me happy. So I'll share more as I go along. I just don't want to jinx it. But thank you for asking. I appreciate that. I hope that wasn't too closed off. It was immediate and pretty precise. It's all good. Yeah, I'm thankful for the opportunity. Honestly. I find just the question happening, whether you externalize it, whether you internalize it, it's helpful. Just someone asking you, like, really, what do you want next? Honestly, what would be fun? What's the best evolution? Not what do you need to do? Because I'm not in that space. I never have been. Like, I don't do anything like I have to. INFJ.
I think we all do what we need to do, right?
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't. We all do what we need to do. No, a lot of people don't do what they need to do. A lot of people just don't know. A lot of people just don't do what they need to do.
Like, you don't even want to go in my brain right now. It'd be a trip. None of you would want to do that. There are too many variables I'm considering. But anyway, in this room, there's something about it. I wish I'd spent more time in here during the days when I was working a full-time schedule. Oh.
Stretch. I need to hydrate. Where's my water? Where's Kristen reminding me that I need to hydrate? You're a neglectful thing, you.
You definitely need an assistant, by the way.
Taking up my water and electrolytes right now.
Right? Kristen's usually so good about, by the way, people stopping to hydrate.
Well, I'm dehydrated too. Kristen, where have you been?
Yeah, Kristen, this is your fault.
Sorry.
Where's my water? What did I do with it? That's one of the reasons why I'm not hydrated, because I clearly, here it is. Set it down somewhere and just forgot all about it.
You know, I went back to the smart water and electrolyte thing, as opposed to the just regular water, and I feel so much better.
Yes.
I feel so much like I have energy. It really makes a huge difference. I tried to be frugal. No, I need to be penny pinching it out.
Wait, I have to ask you, are you just doing smart water with like pre-added electrolytes, or are you adding your own?
I'm adding my own.
Yes, okay. I just wanted to make sure.
And I'm using Liquid IV, that's what it's called. And I tried this sugar-free. Oh, that was awful. I just use regular, whatever flavors. But like the one that I tried, the Pure
Relay.
Aqua. It's just energy. This the only thing that's added there, and I don't know, I just wasn't looking at it closely. I thought, oh, it's an energy drink mix, and I'll get it for $4 for 10 packets. Well, there's nothing in it. It's just flavor and caffeine. Whereas the Liquid IV is, it has sugars, but potassium, vitamin C, niacin, vitamin B, vitamin B12, and antioxidant. the other things too, like citric acid, salt. Okay. Yeah.
You should, if you're really noticing marked improvement, I would highly recommend Relight. Electrolytes to add to your water. They're very, very good. They have, because there's something about the combination of the electrolytes and the right amount of potassium too. I don't know if the liquid IV has potassium in it or not, but
Yeah. I could.
Relight is actually rated very, very, like, it, as far as I could find, it was rated the highest. As far as clean ingredients, yeah. How much is the little container?
Sorry, how much potassium?
Hold
I
on.
was looking for alternatives just in case.
Hold on, and I'll tell you. Let me pull it up because I don't want to tell you wrong.
That's what
Let's see.
Bye, Fred. Be safe.
Okay.
That looks really good, Tiffany. Like no stevia, none of that gross fake sugar.
Yeah. Yeah, some of their flavors do have the stevia. So be careful. Some do, some don't. I really like the lemon lime, and I don't think the lemon lime has got stevia in it at all. The 810 milligrams of sodium, and then 400 milligrams of potassium and 50 milligrams of magnesium. That's what the Relight has in it.
This one doesn't have magnesium. I am using an alternative. I didn't want to say hard, but you know Mio, the brand Mio, it has drop flavored.
Yeah.
Drops. And this one has. Maybe that's so good.
This one does have stevia in it, but I'm going to be honest with you, they're not super sweet. Like you know how artificial sweeteners have like that funky aftertaste or whatever? I have noticed this in the sweeter fruit flavors in the Relight, like the lemon lime. They also have it's kind of one of those flavors that comes in and comes out occasionally. They call it the salty Palmer. It's kind of like a tea flavored. That one's really, really good, but you can't buy it right now. It's currently out of. It's like one of those that they only do promotionally. But the lemon lime is really good. The pina colada is actually pretty good. I like the mango, but the mango, you can definitely tell there's stevia in the mango one. So I will usually combine like the mango with the lemon lime to kind of cut it a little bit. But, yeah, it's made a huge difference for me.
Is this
too.
for water
Like
inserts you're talking about? Like the little squishies?
Yeah.
Electrolytes. It's electrolytes.
Oh, yeah. What brand are y'all talking about?
Relight.
Oh, Relight. I've heard of this. You said no citrus.
Yes.
I was just listening. You said the mango.
Yes.
Lemon lime. Okay, I'm looking at them right.
What about the watermelon lime?
Yeah.
Have you tried that?
The what?
Watermelon lime.
I have. I've tried all of them because they actually. I would recommend if you're looking into buying one before you buy like a big one. They have a multi-pack with like the single servings of all the different flavors. That way you can try them yourself and see which ones you like and don't like.
I didn't see if they had
Yep.
it until now. Thank you.
Yep, I would do that, and that way you know for sure yay or nay on whichever flavors. Because some of them definitely have like a sweetness to them, and others don't.
Have you ever tried the unflavored?
Yes,
Okay.
I have. And it comes in the unflavored comes in the variety pack too.
Thank you.
That way you can see, yep. But it makes a huge difference in hydration, y'all. I just can't even tell you. And I do just the Redmond salt. You can do just the Redmond salt too.
A Redmond salt. I've heard of that. I've heard of that. Some good electrolytes.
It is.
Y'all, it's so hot outside. Some of the black tar got stuck on the bottom of my shoe. That's how hot it is. It smells.
You're not being a little bit dramatic.
You want a photograph of this? It's disgusting.
No, I saw that in the New York weather. That's a
It's
major.
starting to melt.
Yeah. That's a major heat wave. Like it'll be 60 degrees in 2 days.
What is going on with New York?
Mind you, they laid this tar maybe 3 days ago, so it's still a little soft,
Yeah.
okay?
Okay, there. So now we have some context.
There's some truth, but it shouldn't be melting on my shoes after 3 days. It should, it shouldn't be.
No, I
That's why I moved out of New York.
Yeah, it's nasty in the summer. It's disgusting. Oh.
He does not. About it right now, and I would look. I am the charioteer of the east, Lord of the past and of the future. I see by mine own inward light, Lord of resurrection, who cometh forth from the dust, and my birth is from the house of death. forth, I say, and aid and guard me in this work of art.
The Gnostic Catholic Church, the Order of the Knights of the Holy Ghost, the Order of the Illuminati, the Order of the Temple, Knights Templar, the Order of the Knights of St. John, the Order of the Knights of Mountain, the Order of the Knights of the Holy Sepulchre, the Hidden Church of the Holy Grail, the Hermetic Brotherhood of Light, the Holy Order of Rosicrucian, the Order of the Holy Royal Arch of Clock, the Ancient Intellectual Rites of Masonry, the Masonries, the Rites of Mystery, the ancient and accepted Scottish Rite of Masonry, the Swedish Warrior Path of Masonry, the Order of the Martinists, the Order of the Sapphire, and many other orders of equal merit, if of less fame.
My object all supply, I keep it in my mind. A needle made of light, threading through the night. A mark the hidden sea, I sharpen up the dream. The case is cold but clear, I waited long enough here. So let it come around, let the devil kiss the ground. I want the scales to sing on the edge of everything, to make the punishment fit the crime. Fit the crime. To make the punishment fit the crime. You wore the borrowed face, you left no kind of grace. But every lie you spun turns back beneath the sun. I kept the final clue like a blade inside my shoe. Now every step you take feels like the earth might break. So let it come around, let the devil kiss the ground. I want the scales to sing on the edge of everything, to make the punishment fit the crime. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I have held on to the shape of what was lost, to the price, to the cost, to make the punishment fit the crime. My object also blind, I'll keep it in my mind. A needle made of light, threaded through the night. I'll mark the hidden sea, to sharpen up the dream. The case is cold but clean, I've waited long enough here. So let it come around, let the devil kiss the ground. I want the scales to sing on the edge of everything, to make the punishment fit the crime, fit on stage. You left no kind of grave, but every lie you spoke turned you back beneath the sun. I kept the final clue, like a blade inside my shoe. Now every step you take feels like the earth might break. So let it come around, let the candle kiss the ground. I want the scales to sing on the edge of everything, to make the punishment fit the crowd. Fit the crowd, to make the punishment fit the crowd. My object all sublime, I shall achieve in time.
I think. Hi, Coco. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. I'm gonna tell you what I think. A lot of people don't like what I think. It's okay. Don't get upset. A lot of people are with you, but I think that the January 6th is very interesting because that's something that I've said for years and years and years, and I never understood that. All of the protests that we've done over the years, where we've stormed neighborhoods and streets, right? There was the Wall Street. There was obviously the BLM. Okay, these types of things. I'm like, that's useless. It's such a bullshit. It's bullshit. Okay, so in the case of the BLM, we had people just bad actors, but the cause was good. The cause, I believed in the cause, the original cause, right? Then you had a few bad actors that caused all the bullshit damage, right? PCS, which tracks insurance claims, property claim services, that's what PCS stands for. They quoted like a $1 to $2 billion nationwide overall estimate of damage property done from the BLM riots, okay? And I'm like, and what did it do? Did it get us any closer to holding police accountable? Did it get rid of the shield doctrine? Did it get rid of qualified immunity? Did it do any of the things? No, it didn't.
I think it did.
Maybe I think some, maybe a little bit here and there, but not in the way that should have been done federally, nationwide. Sure. There shouldn't be a question of allowing the states to come to the terms to whether or not their own local, part. No, this should be nationwide. Justice is justice, and there shouldn't be any type of oppression or abuse, police abuse. That should be. I mean, I don't think anybody would agree with that. Okay, and so I would always say, I would just storm the Capitol. Like, that's where you want to go. You want to go.
Oh, how do you think a bunch of black and brown people storming the Capitol would go?
Sorry, hold on. You don't have to. Hold on. Let me finish. Sorry.
Principles that make Islam the evil that it is? And the answer is no. So this is the wrong fight. This is the wrong tree to bark up to.
So what would you say would be the number one complaint or that Islam
Any country who wants to can point at us about some pretty serious human rights violations. And I'm not even talking about the Trump administration, even though obviously he is sort of doing what the others didn't have the guts to do and coming out and just being appalling in the way that perhaps the Bushes wouldn't quite be this appalling, but he's doing it. And like, I don't know, I feel hypocritical if Americans speak up against this stuff, since we as a nation have this leader. It's kind of like we as white Americans have no right to criticize the black community when we've done things to put them in the positions they're in. Like, it seems that at least as Americans we don't have that right. Now, I don't know if I'm being too, some of Andrew's boys would call it woke mind virus, I guess, but I mean, it just seems that we would be hypocritical as Americans to make any challenge that way, considering our own track record.
I think we could recognize when human rights are violated and try to do something about it. I mean, I'm not saying that every country is perfect, but we can definitely recognize when they're violated and speak to that.
This can be true. You know, I can hate Trump and still love America, right?
I mean, I love America. I live here. I mean, absolutely.
I think that you can criticize things even if you are at fault of them. But the truth of a statement doesn't necessarily depend on. You can be
I appreciate not just the U.S., but I appreciate my state. I mean, but I recognize its faults. I guess maybe I'm being overly sensitive to the idea of hypocrisy, and I am when somebody catches me out in it, and I mean, I don't get defensive. I go, oh, you're right, that I was being. Like, I guess it's a more reflective thing. But you're right. We should do what we can to help other people, especially president, notwithstanding that there's been tons and tons of women leaders around the world, but we're just going to act like, oh, that's the first American leader. Like, it's just in our hubris nature, and I just sort of chuckle at it. I'm not offended anymore. We're a juvenile nation. We haven't been around that long, so we still have the teenage look at me kind of complex, I think, sometimes. But again, not a bad thing. It's just that.
And in our foundation, we were standing against tyranny, and we weren't purposely trying to subject people to tyranny and subjugate people. Well, unfortunately, accepting folks that weren't considered citizens at the time. I guess we were subjugating slaves in a terrible way. But as our nation entered the civil rights movement, we had in our foundational belief that we weren't there to subjugate, we were there to.
Question yet? Anymore?
Okay, so I'll read you the case of Trump in the United States.
No. What you just said, I want to make sure I'm clear. You said it's a stupid question, even though I never asked them. Could you go ahead and finish the question?
Yeah, I'm gonna make it. You asked the question, literally, is it not true that you asked, is Trump an American citizen? Who is suggesting that Trump is not an American citizen?
To finish it, I asked that question for a reason, but you didn't want to hear the response.
So, okay, yes.
Hold on. No, hold on. Because every American, no matter who they are, have a right to go against their government, including the president. And if there's something that's stated that he believes that there was a certain number of votes or people voting in a particular primary, whether it's Georgia or New England, wherever, does not the president of the United States, as an American, have the right to question that?
Not in that way.
He doesn't have the right to lead to a.
So hold on, guys. So hold on. What way then do you think? He didn't do it. Wait, hold on. You said he could do it legally through the courts.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I want to ask you guys a question. Okay, and just correct me if I'm wrong. Why was everything? I'm done, man. I'm done. You guys continue to have your conversation.
So in July 2024, Trump versus the United States, in a 6-3 decision, the court ruled that former presidents are entitled to different levels of immunity from criminal prosecution based on the nature of their actions. Core constitutional powers. The court held that a former president has absolute immunity from criminal prosecution for actions I'll tell you. The invented crime was he got a person to sign an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement.
Are you talking about the Stormy Daniels thing?
Yeah, that's the.
Wait, hold on, really quick, because we talked about that like a couple of days ago here in
You really need to interrupt for this?
Yeah,
let me finish the thought. Well, let me finish the thought.
You weren't talking here normal. Somebody else was.
Actually,
no, you weren't. No.
What it was they took two misdemeanors and they ended the statute of limitations and said that the two misdemeanors were done in the third felony, and that felony was never specified. Most nonsensical invention I've ever heard. It was a far-fetched legal theory from Alvin Bragg. Nonsense. Now go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah, so really quick, in regards to the Stormy Daniels, what actually happened was, so this is basically the whole case right here, and it wasn't just like something that was fabricated. It actually happened with like witnesses.
It's not really a crime.
Wait, Normal, you told me to stop talking while you were talking. And
I told you not to interrupt.
No. You told me to. No. Okay, so back to what I was saying.
Yes,
because Normal, you're going to allow me to
go
talk,
for it.
Like I allow you.
No, I want to hear you. I want to hear you.
Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it.
I appreciate you too.
So with that, now with the whole like Stormy Daniels case. So really, what happened was, so during Trump's campaign, I guess it was like the 2016 or 14 campaign, whatever the fuck. During his first campaign or whatever, his lawyer, whatever that nigga name is,
Michael Cohen.
Cohen, yes.
Michael Cohen. It's not Cohen. It's Cohen.
Cohen. Okay, Cohen. Michael Cohen paid, I guess Stormy Daniels to not say things in regards to him and Trump because they were hurt their campaign or whatever.
She signed an NDA.
Wait, I'm talking right now. So with that being said, Cohen paid her $100,000 to do so.
Right.
So when Trump became president, what's in question is the reimbursement payments, not necessarily the Cohen paying her to do something, like paying her to be like, hey, bitch, shut up. That's not what's in question. It's the reimbursements and those payments, who those payments came from and what they were classified as. So with that being said, and so with that being said, in regards to Trump, because mind you, Cohen later testified before Trump was even indicted, and Trump was indicted because of the fact that he testified and was like, okay, well, this is where the correlation is. This is, so then Trump was indicted. It wasn't.
What's the crime?
Wait. It didn't just start off as a Trump witch hunt. Things actually, some things were leaked from their side or whatever have you, and then Cohen got caught for doing something, and so Cohen tried to have to, Cohen
so what's the crime
all this stuff. So with that being said, the reimbursements of him paying that hush money basically to her is the question.
It was an NDA.
So those transactions were 34 transactions of those reimbursement payments. And those 34 transactions were classified as just simply legal expenses. Now in court,
Really, what's the crime?
Now in court.
Wait, Coco,
Now
what's
in
the
court.
crime? What crime
Now
did
in
you
court. Now in court.
You don't know what crime it is.
Now in court. Now in court. What happens is so do you understand why the court said that those payments were in a I guess a misleading way?
No.
In regards,
The court did not say that.
That's why they had
crime,
to
Coco?
That's why they had to charge him those transactions.
Coco,
34 of them, and even though he said it was legal expenses, it was very misleading.
Why? It
was basically to pay for a hush money in regards to a federal campaign. In regards to a federal campaign.
What
did it have to do with the campaign?
So in regards to a federal campaign, what does it have to do with the campaign?
Misclassifying expenses is a violation of federal election campaign finance law.
But what does it have to do with the campaign?
What are you talking about?
Say it one more time.
I said, what does it have to do with the campaign? Tell us.
Campaign!
What does it have to do with the campaign?
During his campaign, his lawyer, he testified to this, my love. This is not El Normo. I swear to motherfucking God. If you were in person.
Yes.
Oh, okay, thank you so much. If I was interrupted, you're doing this. Okay. El Normo, shut your bitch ass the fuck up. Because now I'm gonna get disrespectful with your old white ass. Shut the fuck up while the fuck I'm talking. I'm very respectful to you, El Normo. Ever since things are on the clubhouse. And you come in every fucking room, you don't let nobody talk. But then you get mad when people talk when you talk. Shut the fuck up sometimes. And maybe you will hear what the fuck I'm saying rather than repeating your question a 10,000 times. Now, that's what I was saying in regards to the campaign. He told his lawyer, my testimony. This ain't the shit that people filled out their motherfucking name. This ain't fucking a court. Wait. No, Normo, shut your white ass the fuck up. Tell us the white ass the fuck up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Coco, if you want me to move him to the audience, you let me know. But he is a baby, so once he's moved, because he doesn't want to listen to the decency he needs. So it's up to him. El Normo has got his warning. Okay, El Normo, you're gonna let Coco finish? Is it gonna let? Well, you're gonna let Coco finish. Okay, he's not gonna do it. Coco, whenever you want, you let me know and I'll move him.
No, I'm gonna walk with him.
Okay, it's up to you.
Let's walk the park. Let's do it. So, El Normo, what did his lawyer test? Like, what was the testimony? Right? This is all before. This is testimony. This ain't been going in himself. This is evidence. This is before. Worse than just how the fuck we do. Michael, no, wait, you're not taking this fucking question. That doesn't answer my fucking question. Okay. So, alright. I said there's no crime. And I told you what it was. So just because you say there's no crime, it's the court that said that there's a crime. I guess this is not valid, right? Well, that's the same thing. No. A jury found them guilty of let's take.
Clearly, Coco doesn't know what the crime
You're
is.
going to answer my fucking question. I find it very interesting how you want your questions to be answered, but you ain't answered none of mine.
I want them to be answered.
Shut the fuck up, kid. Stop asking me fucking questions, dog.
You don't know what
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Why would I shut the fuck up? Why would I do
Shut
that?
the fuck up. Now
Why did I
answer
do
my
that?
question.
Because you
Now
told
answer
it.
my question. Did Stormy Daniels receive payment
You have no idea
during
what the crime was.
a presidential campaign?
Why don't we all... Let's wait and see if you know what the crime was, okay? Take your time.
Did answer. This is a yes or no question.
No, first I'm going to say what the crime was.
You know what? I'm fine.
You said you committed 34 crimes.
Yes or no question.
What's the crime, Coco? Tell us.
That's normal. If you don't answer my question, why the fuck should I answer yours?
Well, I'm showing that you don't know.
I don't really give a fuck about your question at that point.
Great. Well, there's no crime, as I said, correct?
What the fuck I said?
No, he committed no crime.
Did someone receive payments during the presidential campaign? Yes or no?
Stormy Daniels, yes.
Okay. Stormy Daniels received payments from
The lawyer. Yeah.
in regard. Not simply because in regard. Sorry about that, y'all. My meeting just started. So the client, my bad.
Yeah.
So my bad. I'm also working right now, so that's why I'm trying. I can't do these at once. I'm working.
Sure.
But in regards to the charges, it's a felony. It's a felony to falsify this record.
To do what?
It's a felony.
No, it's not.
It's a felony.
No, it's not.
It's a felony.
It's a
felony. Under New York law, it's a felony. Now, we are talking about a state jurisdiction, right? We are talking about a state court, correct? Correct?
What about
Correct?
You still don't know the crime.
Wait. Listen, we're talking about states here. We're talking about states.
We can sit here for
We're
an hour
talking about
and say
states.
what the crime was. And you said there were 30.
So, when you
And you can't
falsify,
name a single one.
falsify business records, is that not
How is it false? He paid money to his lawyer. That's a legal expense.
Can I get to
What was put? What was false about that? Let's
Yes,
just-
sure.
Which is a misdemeanor, usually a misdemeanor, but if it is with intent to conceal another, it's a felony. And the charge of how it was led to a felony was because it was a violation of the U.S. election law, which was to conspire to prevent the election of a person of offense by a false means.
What was unlawful?
The fact that he tried to
No. But that's again, what was he concealed? It was in the book.
So, when you try my bad, because I'm also working. So when you try to classify something oh my God. Y'all, there's no sense in trying to explain things to her normally. Y'all won't understand this.
If you call your lawyer, is that illegal?
Because because when he asks for questions, and you go to answer it, he will always interrupt you every time.
Miss Fifi, why don't y'all
Prime example is I can't even come off the mic before this gentleman is trying to enter my submission. El Normo, did you or did you not watch the same campaign that we watched with Donald Trump?
Why do you ask?
Because I'm trying to understand if I missed something. Oh, no, that you
don't know what the crime was. That's what you meant.
34 convicted felons.
What was the felony? Tell us. Tell the room.
Listen. If you don't do
what was the crime?
homework, you
I
gotta
did my
tell
homework.
me.
I can tell you, but you can't tell me. I know what it was, but you do not know. So you're talking about something about which you do not know, correct?
But if you do know, tell us. What acted inappropriately. Yeah. He falsified records.
What was false about it?
He grabbed women by the hand.
He paid. What's that?
The gentleman, they're unprofessional. His own lawyer.
No, he wasn't charged with grabbing anybody by the
Why
hand.
don't you work for him, Lord?
Why
don't you work for him?
Miss Fifi, I got you, Miss Fifi. I got you, Miss Fifi. He was charged. Well, El Normo, I've been trying to say it this entire
Being unprofessional is not illegal.
So I've been trying to say it, El Normo, this entire time, and thank you so much. Thank you so much, Beaver. Thank you so much, Beaver, for getting control back of the room. So El Normo, he was charged by father. So his 34 payments to Cohen.
Yeah.
He was charged.
Hold on.
Yes.
He paid his lawyer,
He
right?
was charged for falsely trying to classify those as a simple legal expenses.
Well, weren't
when
they?
Those basically reimbursed, it was
reimbursed.
It wasn't simple just legal expenses.
It wasn't.
He was reimbursing Cohen Cohen testified for and was found guilty of in court. That was the whole reason Trump's ass was even indicted in the first place, was because Cohen did something wrong, testified as guilty, and he was found guilty for it in court.
Yeah.
And those payments were payments to do with Trump.
They were 15 for felony.
I don't know. So is paying your lawyer a legal expense?
Hold on. You guys are going back and forth over the same.
That's right.
Okay, so let me make sure. I'm going to be very calm here. Okay. We said there was 2 misdemeanors.
Yeah.
If we go back and look at the case.
It wasn't 2 misdemeanors. It evolved.
Yes, it was 2 misdemeanors.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm just going to walk through it. This case was actually outside of the statute of limitations.
And that's correct.
Can I finish, Mr. Norman? They actually bought this back into the grand jury. It should have never been bought to the courts. Never. At all. And I'm going to share with you. Hold on. And I'm going to land.
They don't know.
No. I don't. I got it normal, but it's not. I'm not even going down that path. What I'm going down the path of is we got to all be very careful on why the lawfare was happening at all. Okay? And the reason why the lawfare was
from running.
Okay, I know, no, but I was going to share that. Okay? Guys, all this that we're talking about, correct me if I'm wrong, was actually done not while he was president of the United States at all. He was running for a campaign. Okay? So we can say all the stuff that we want, but at the end of the day, he was not the president of the United States when all this activity happened. Okay? He was running a company, and Michael Cohen was his lawyer in his company. Okay? So for us to sit here and say, well, he had 34 felonies as a what? And I'm going to go back and ask a simple question. I'm going to land. Can anyone tell us the actual felony on the
treated each.
Okay, hold on.
Wait, what
Just
did
give
you
me one. Just give me one. Nico, just give me one since you said was I listening?
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah,
Wait, what was the question? What was the question?
What was the felony? If you were listening, I did give out.
We've literally repeated it. My bad, Narco. No, you haven't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
We did it earlier.
No, you didn't.
Yes,
What was the felony?
Oh my god. The felony was
The felony was falsifying business records, and they treated each one separately. That's why it was 34. The felonies. Mr. El Norbo, he's gone.
Yeah, but the vast majority of the time, less 100 years that that's been charged with.
I know.
They don't actually stack them. They do them all as one. So you could say the legal processing in that way was a bit abnormal. Yeah, I mean that's fair to say, but I agree. It's like to me, like once I hear that all the charges that Trump, was charged with, this was very petty and silly, if you ask me.
Yeah, it was both.
It doesn't. Hold on. It doesn't change that doesn't refute the case that's being made of the charges that.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
No, it doesn't. You can argue
inappropriate. The basis of our legal system is that it's fair across the board when it's applied.
Okay, but the thing is that doesn't refute the case that's being made against him. If you want to say that it is something that, if you're saying that, you're speeding and you said there are other people who are going faster, that's not a defense.
Yeah, but people are charged with speeding all the time.
Yeah.
But the real,
but they weren't charged with it. No, that's not. That's what I'm saying.
That wasn't the point.
The real point.
Governor
Wait.
The Democrat governor not charged that way. As a consequence, they made a special case for Donald Trump, which again is abnormal.
Yeah, agreed. But the real question, right, and the real question is in regards to what the jury said yes to. Did Trump knowingly cause business records to be basically falsely recorded in order to conceal another unlawful act? And that is what the jury said yes to 34 times. Unfortunately, the jury said yes. We believe Trump knowingly caused business records to be falsely recorded in order to conceal another unlawful act he did, which is not too far from Trump, because Trump is known for doing shit like that.
What was the other unlawful act?
So, with that being said, the unlawful act itself is not what got found him guilty, basically, in a sense. The layer of the two is what found him guilty.
I'm gonna move on here. So, Pockets, do you know that Pockets, that the reparations that Donald Trump got on his mugshot? Do you know how much he made on his mugshot?
Reparations on his mugshot?
Yeah. You know how much he made on his mugshot?
For the marketing that was in every single ad.
$7 million or something?
Yeah.
$7 million. $7 million. He made $7 million.
Give me a question, or do you want to answer?
Pocket, not the other Pocket. You're my friend.
Why do you keep interrupting?
You're my friend.
No, you got it.
You're my friend.
But you're interrupting me while you're trying to answer your question.
I don't think, what's wrong with you today, man?
Okay, so
What's wrong with that?
you got $7 million. What's the point?
No, I'm just trying to get it back to the reparation conversation, okay?
Well, will reparations pass? Are they happening? They're not happening.
No, they're not happening.
Okay, so I don't know why we're getting back to the reparations point.
No, they are happening for the January 6ers.
That's not reparations.
That's literally what I said in Pockets, but he wanted to classify that.
What's going on?
Yeah, settlements.
That's called a civil suit. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, those are settlements aren't reparations.
Yeah, those are settlements, yeah.
It's the government that went against, the government infringed the people.
Oh, did they?
Yes. Go back and look at all of the different people that were held for many days, many months, all kinds of things. And you know what? They decided to sue. And now they have a person this is the thing about winning presidents. Okay, he's a winning president. I don't know if you guys know, but you're in the Trump room.
combating arguments. I mean, that's what Trump believes, right? He believes in free speech, right, guys? Trumpers in here. Does he believe in free speech? Does he believe in people disagreeing and not? Does he believe in that? I just want to.
No, hold on, Poppy. I just love how everyone.
Yes or no? Does Trump believe in free speech?
Yes, he does.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to disagree with you guys. Beautiful. Okay, so because if you're truly Trumper, you stand by that belief that he's a free speech, not an absolutist, but he believes in disagreements. In fact, so he loves them so much that he combats them every time he gets addressed by one. So shout out to Trump for that, for allowing people that don't agree with him to speak. Shout out to that. Because I think January 6th was an embarrassing day. I think the fact that people climbed at the Capitol building like fucking animals and like a bunch of monkeys, and they're white by the way, by like a bunch of monkeys, and fucking forged into that building, broke windows, destroyed property, beat on policemen. By the way, the police that actually testified in front of Congress told their stories. A lot of them are still going to therapy for it. So if you're really for Trump and you're really for Back the Blue and you love your police and you love your protectors, you would really fight against the people who were there on January 6th, beating up on the very police that you guys fucking support. I think the police should be suing these fucking people.
I love your enthusiasm. I love your enthusiasm.
I don't know why you're cutting me off, but I got it.
And you know what, Patrick? They were not just fighting; they were fighting hand-to-hand combat with these animals.
They were threatening
hand combat.
Yeah, they were threatening the policemen. No, don't cry at me, Edward. They were threatening the policemen's lives. We're gonna kill you.
Okay.
We're gonna kill you.
I love you, Pocket. I love you.
No, stop. I don't know why you're saying
They were thugs, Pocket.
I don't know why you're saying.
Point of order, I was correct again. This is a form of reparations, technically.
Okay, good. Very profound. I really think this whole idea that even some January 6th that were released, what were they rearrested for, by the way? Some of them that were released. I don't know. Was it what does that matter? Reoffending? Doesn't matter? Oh, okay, got it. It don't reoffending.
No, it doesn't matter to what they were. They're railroaded.
The fact that these people were violent, right? Get them off the streets. You guys say that about certain groups of people.
They weren't violent. Very few of them were violent.
Hello, very few.
Literally
everyone in that bitch was storming their home.
Y'all want me to look up videos? Y'all want me to look up videos? I'll post videos of the actual violence that happened that day. You guys want to see pretty ones of people just with flags and shit.
Right. Like what happened at our what happened?
Damn, y'all, damn. Because next door, if I can just finish, please.
The majority of people
I was traumatized because I watched it live.
BLM was also not peaceful.
I was never prouder to be an American watching it live.
Of course.
I was so proud of what I saw people fighting for what they believed to be right.
That is
and that's the issue because you believe them climbing the walls, them breaking windows and shit was urinating.
You're okay with policemen being abused?
Literally, our police was being beaten, and you think that it's great?
No, I'm not that part. No.
Not that part. Oh, yeah, not that part though.
Are you not able to, Coco, separate in your mind the difference?
No, you can't. No, you can't.
No, I am.
You can't. You can't. And the thing is, you want to classify the peaceful protesters as everyone that was there, and that obviously was not the case.
Never to that one.
Can you imagine fighting people all day for your
All right, let's let Edward get out his point. Go ahead, Edward.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, this is my question. How many people actually died on J6?
One. How many people died as a result? How many people died as a result for J6? 5 people.
Hold on. Okay. Let me finish.
That's what we call straw man fucking argument. Very well done.
Okay. I don't know anything about no straw man or pocket. I'm trying to make a point, Pocket, but I appreciate your straw man argument.
That's literally what a straw man is. You're trying to make a point that no one is thinking. That's what a straw man is. If you didn't know what it was, now you do.
Thank you, Coco. I appreciate all of the loudness you said. Okay.
Yay.
Okay. So this is very important for Edward. He's an American. If on J6, the only person that was
speak
my
at
question is, what was she doing though? Was she one of the peaceful protesters that was just standing outside, just protest? Wait. See, a lot of people want to talk about her dying, but they don't want to talk about what the fuck she was doing before she died. And I find that in context important matter. Context.
Ashley Babbitt was encroaching, so she took that risk, and she was killed. And but that she inherits that risk when she's reaching somewhere she's not supposed to be.
May I speak, Beaver, after Coco?
No.
She didn't deserve it. That's a risk she took. That's a risk she took. That's a risk she took when she did what she did. She was approached where she wasn't supposed to be.
No, was she armed though?
Doesn't matter.
So, Edward, may I ask Edward a question? Edward, can you imagine doing hand-to-hand combat with an angry mob of mostly white men? Can you imagine fighting all day, like 6 to 8 hours, hand-to-hand now? No shooting, no nothing. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine seeing people climbing the walls of such a sacred place that take our sons and daughters to see? They defecated all over the place, okay? You can't tell me that was something American. My daddy served in Vietnam and I had his flag, may he rest in peace. That wasn't American.
No, the shit wasn't.
Okay, let me respond to her.
But the rest of it, I would say yes.
Okay, my dad also served in the Air Force. Okay, and
thank you for his service.
Yeah, I do thank him. Okay, and my brother also served. Okay, this is what I say, guys. As Americans, whether I like what happened on J6 or not, we don't know what it's like to.
Edward, are you saying that there's going to be stuff on the 2020 election being fraudulent that's coming out?
I got a link. Joe. With the Epstein files?
That's what they
Yeah, Joe.
That's what they exactly.
Yeah, I got it.
Hold on, the acting attorney general just announced on Saturday that there's clear evidence about that what happened. It's clear.
About what happened with what?
It was clearly rigged. The election was rigged, baby.
No, is that what you're talking about?
Right, because I also need to know about this as well, because I haven't heard this.
Edward, you're on mute.
Because it's a lot of things about the 2020 election that people are like talking. That people are like talking about.
I'll get it for you, Beaver. 1 second. Joe posted it. Joe posted it in the chat like 2 days.
I mean, I don't think it was rigged, but I think it was fraudulent. That's a huge difference.
That crossed each other out, sir.
And what?
Was rigged.
And what?
And what was fraudulent?
Like that's a huge difference. What do you mean? You don't understand how that's different?
No, but what was fraudulent?
Don't bring this shit back to me. I already told you it sounds the same to me. It's like
Rigged means somebody, someone had control.
okay, fine. What's the other word?
Planned it out and rigged it and manipulated it. Like there was like one central.
Okay, what was the other?
Oh, so like Tennessee's doing right now.
Fraudulent means that if you don't have the proper precautions, you're not following.
All that shit is under the same
and you have mail-in ballots and you have all that shit. That's not.
Just like the Epstein files, they follow that too, huh? This is crazy. All of this is crazy.
I mean, they did follow. They did follow the Transparency Act. They literally.
I'm making a distinction between two things, and it's crazy.
It's under the same umbrella.
Did you hear what Trump said about Prince Andrew? He said it was a shame that he was indicted.
What?
Yeah, Trump said it was a shame that Prince
Why are we talking about this?
See, anything that had to do with throwing that mofo underneath the you guys just can't handle it. What do you mean he said that? Yeah, he said it.
Who cares if he said it? I don't care.
The fact is, he's like,
that's down the list of things he said that you have a problem with.
Either way,
but yeah, you're getting on top.
Yeah. But either way, in regards to rigging, rigging will be something I feel like presidents about in practicing the historical tactics of racial pyramid and splitting up history and what they did with the new map that they invented. So that is called rigging. That is called rigging. Now, no, because for one, they have to pay their own state law. Because at first they were going to break their own state law, and it was actually the protesters that reminded them, hey, you don't need to break your state law because mine is Virginia. A lot of Republicans were talking about Virginia. But Virginia Supreme Court basically said, hey, you can't change now stuff like that without changing your own state laws, without following your own state laws. And unfortunately, even though Virginia voters voted for this now, the people who orchestrated like the election and stuff like that, the legislators, they didn't change their law to change the map in decades now. So Tennessee was going to do that. The protesters, they were just going to change the map. The protesters reminded them of the fact that, hey, it's your state law. You just can't change the map in a decade. Mind you, they just changed it 3 fucking years ago to split up Nashville. So isn't it interesting that a Republican state that has a Republican control for 20 fucking years happened to split up the only 2 Democratic places in the state? Isn't that just interesting? It's just grand. It's just grand that they created the new map 3 years ago. 3 years ago to split up Nashville. You know that Nashville is the capital of Tennessee, and it's a metro city. And we all know how majority of the time metro city votes. I find it very interesting how they split up Nashville from Nashville County. It's 3 separate parts of whatever happened. And they practice the same tactic and with Memphis. Now, unfortunately, with Memphis and Nashville, I think Nashville was partisan gerrymandering. The Supreme Court basically already says they can be partisan gerrymandering. And if you want to take it over the courts on the state to deal with that, the Supreme Court don't deal with partisanship. But here is the complicated issue. That with Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis, Tennessee is different from Nashville. Nashville is a white city. They can easily and very easily say partisan gerrymandering and they can't get away with it. Unfortunately, Memphis is a district that cohesively votes the same way and happens to be white. And exactly. So whenever wait, because I think the last argument you tried to say is, if districts can be formed based off the race of the origins of Memphis wasn't formed specifically based off the race. It was formed based off of geographical population, and in fact that population votes cohesively throughout the years. That is how District 9 was formed. different story. The Tennessee legislators were helping up the integrity of the map and helped District 9 in Memphis and didn't move District 9 from Memphis. But what they did was they helped Memphis, and they only basically felt like the far part of Memphis as District 9 and moved District 9 all the way across Tennessee to the bottom part of Nashville. That, unfortunately, is it crosses the racial gerrymandering because they're doing it to a black city where there happens to be black or not.
That's not the direct reason.
Unfortunately, and that's what you're not getting.
You're still not understanding.
And what is it that I'm not understanding? That's all we're getting. Because it's obvious that you're not understanding what I'm talking about, and I'm really trying to come to an understanding with you as a fellow Tennessee. No, what am I not understanding?
Okay, I'm going to tell you. We have 11 electoral votes. Okay, it's based on the evidence. Census is done every decade.
Wait. Tell me what I'm not understanding.
I'm trying. We're now allowed to do those 9 districts. You get 9 for the districts and then 2 for the senators. You get 11 electoral votes based on population. They can, the Supreme Court said it's up to the state to do it any way they want to for partisanship.
No, the Supreme Court stated that.
They said that in 2019. They also said they did say it in 2019.
No, not even in 2019.
It was the Roush or whatever case.
What case? Because they talked about it in one. I don't know anything about what they talked about.
The only thing they can't do, they cannot discriminate based on race.
And you have to prove. And they also constitutionally and by civil rights protections, they also cannot do things that would negatively affect a minority population that's within a district. Also,
the Supreme Court said.
Also, no, if you keep on saying the Supreme Court, the Supreme Court even still upheld the fact that race still has to be considered, though, even when you read it all now. It doesn't have to be the sole consideration. But then you're complaining the argument, and then you're basically saying, well, race doesn't, they can take race completely out, and they can just do whatever they can with the mouth. No, the court was very specific, and the only reason that the Republicans, that Tennessee was able to pass that map was simply because Republicans have full control of House and Senate in Tennessee. Right. Mind you, they're not running fucking our Tennessee legislature off of integrity. They're not running it off of that shit. You know this. So what they did was they said, let us go ahead, because mind you, if it is an issue, it has to be taken up in court. So even if you know how court, they get played, it can be a year before you even settle. So what Tennessee did was, since we control House and the Senate, and since we're given the green light from Trump after this Louisiana interpretation, it doesn't say what we're saying, but we're going to use this as an action to do what we're doing now. It's not saying what we're doing, but we're going to use it to do what we want to do. And so now, in my view, the only reason that it needs to be passed so swiftly is because Republicans, I'm going to keep saying this, because this matters. Republicans control the House and the Senate in Tennessee. And Governor Bill was already said he was going to sign off on it. So just because it was able to be passed doesn't mean that it was right. Doesn't mean that it was done with integrity. And it doesn't mean that it didn't violate certain constitutional civil rights violations. So you will have and we unfortunately, I'm going to lay it here, we unfortunately will have to wait until court to see if Tennessee expose the fact that what Tennessee did was in fact unconstitutional.
Well, it doesn't look like it's going to be ruled that way. So.
Okay, but just because you think it's not going to be ruled that way, it don't mean anything was right. I'm sorry.
And based on this most recent ruling, Tennessee and other states are capitalizing on the ruling, and they're withdrawing
So mind you, just because you think based off of the direction that the Republican-led Supreme Court has gone, and do you think that that's a righteous or a decision based in integrity or just based in partisanship?
I think the system. I think the system is set up to where it's drawing districts.
No, answer my question, bro.
I'm trying to answer.
Do you think the decisions have been made with integrity, or do you think the decisions have been made with partisanship?
Under the way that this current framework, yes.
Oh, okay.
But it's a bad framework.
Okay. So whether you think the Supreme Court is going to rule in favor of Memphis does not disprove, basically what I'm trying to say is, even if they don't rule in favor of Memphis, doesn't mean that it was the right ruling. It doesn't mean that it was a ruling based off integrity. It doesn't mean that it was a ruling solely based off of partisanship. And unfortunately, that weakens the structure of our fucking democracy. Because everything just can't be, partisan all the fucking time.
But the blue states are going to do the same thing.
Okay, and y'all, the red states doing it, so what?
Yeah, so
why are you complaining about it? Why are you complaining about it?
I'm happy about it because it's going to be in our favor. What are you talking about?
What exactly is going to be in your favor?
We're going to gain more seats.
You're going to gain what seats?
If you project in the next Senate race.
So do you think actual Republicans?
This is a huge win for Republicans. I'm glad we're seeing all these dumbass loopholes. I'm glad we're seeing all these fucking crazy ass laws that no one ever heard of fucking 200 years ago that can totally change the shape or keep someone from doing something or let someone keep doing something, whatever the fuck it is. Obviously, we have a lot of leaks in this fucking constitution in this country and this democracy that need to be plugged up. And so, but we have a lot of work to do because. We got to change all this bullshit.
I think that, to me, that essentially, I think that Trump really knows he's fucked, essentially, in terms because, they've shown, all the polls that Trump is in the double digits with the votes that elected on affordability. He was a few points above in 2024.
Midterms are back in
now in terms of, affordability, he's in the double digits, and the Republican Party, there's a Fox poll I have, I still have it. It showed that the Democrats, the only winning issues for Republicans are national security and immigration. Those are the largest ones, but on affordability, on helping the middle class, on healthcare, and being able on the economy, the Democrats are the ones who are more favorable. I never would have thought I would have seen a tax war where the Democrats are more favorable to taxes. So, I just think that Republicans are self-aware that they make those problems.
Why do you think they're not?
Because of what I just did.
Well, what about the max stuff? But you consider the max?
They're not going to be overcome the fact that the Republicans, at the very least, are going to lose the House. That's what history shows us.
I don't know if that's the case anymore.
Can I ask Necro a question?
What current Democratic policy support?
Jasmine, I'm not interested in talking to you personally.
What I spanked him in a Trump argument. What current Democrat?
I love Jasmine.
What current Democrat policies are in place or are being blocked or whatever that you support that we need the majority of the House to be Democrat for? What are you guys? Sell me on what you're trying to hold on to. Anybody?
I didn't really understand the question. Can you?
What current?
They don't have one.
For Necro particularly, but since he doesn't want to talk, what current Democratic policies do you guys support that makes you want to keep or make the majority of the House and Senate Democrat?
They don't have one. They don't have a centralized
I know, Brad, but I would love for them to explain to me why Republican bad, Democrat good.
Okay, how about consumer protections?
Consumer protections is a bipartisan thing. So, yes.
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 Okay. How about government accountability and spending?
It's already been done
you mean
under Trump.
like how the Republicans tried to cut all the fraud in the Medicare industry? And then you guys said that they were cutting people's health care because they were cutting the fraudulent funds?
Not this
I'm gonna.
And how about the Environmental Protection Agency? I mean,
you mean the one that said we're in global warming, but it's actually cold in Nevada in the middle of May at night at the Ski Festival? So it's global cooling as well? Or is it global warming? Where?
Everywhere.
I haven't.
Bro,
anybody experienced the weather phenomena lately?
Oh, LA just almost burned down.
LA almost burned down through the forest fires so they could take your fucking house.
No, dude.
Yeah, it's summertime. It's hot.
No, actually, it was in January. No, this was in January. It was in winter time. Yeah. So, not to mention your crazy ass fucking hurricanes that are coming.
What does that have to do with a party?
That has to do. I just made the connection.
Don't you understand climate change?
Hold on.
Wait a minute. No, Jazzy, don't you understand that Donald Trump is causing it to get hot outside?
Oh, I
said
my bad.
Is this
correct?
Is this your logic?
Correct.
I mentioned the EPA. You said we don't need the EPA because they're making up global warming, and I said no global warming.
So what about the EPA that you think is like inherently like great or anything like that because of the rollbacks on the regulations, which actually decrease profit in the private sector from angel investors? Okay. What about the EPA? You mentioned it. You brought up the environmental agency. So what is going on at the environmental agency that you have?
So we need the EPA because we can't be fucking polluting.
Okay.
We need to.
What about?
Okay. So is the EPA in existence today, or is it not?
It has no power anymore. It's basically
it has no power.
Yeah, it has no money, it has no power.
Hold on, Jazzy. Hold on. So if the EPA has no power, how are they able to levy the $1.5 million, $2 million in fines in the last week? How are they able to do that?
$3 million in fines.
Yeah, how are they able to enforce standards? How are they able to enforce businesses? How are they able to enforce clean water? They're not. Oh my God, everybody stop drinking your fucking water. Don't buy it in bottled water. Don't do it.
Hold on, let me ask him a question because the EPA is not the hottest thing smoking. Do you know how the EPA, one second, do you know how the EPA at the same time, right? What the EPA did was the chairman was bought off.
that type of pipes underground,
I heard
water flowing through it for a long time, it's not gonna rust. Yeah, so what they get rust? 3 eyeballs. Yeah, they get 3 eyeballs and 4 arms. No big deal.
You had major regulatory rollbacks, endangerment reversals, right?
Which ones go? Stop reading the CNN hardline with the fucking opinion piece. Give me the actual thing you're in issue with.
Fine. Let's see. The greenhouse gas endangerment finding was rolled back. It removed that.
Okay.
They removed the federal justification for numerous vehicle and engine.
Okay. What happened with the greenhouse gas initiative?
So essentially,
what happened with the greenhouse gas initiative?
It removed the restrictions.
Okay. Why did it remove the restrictions? What was the causality?
He wanted to try and, I guess, increase the amount of automobiles.
What are the levels currently at?
Dude, I'm not a fucking scientist. That's not what we're going.
Okay,
that's
great.
What we're doing
so if they're at the lowest point in history and the ozone's repaired, do you need to have those current restrictions as well as the oversight and the billions of dollars going into it?
Because they were restricted to begin with.
No, it actually didn't have the significant impact.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Really? Because you have the Amazon rainforest being burned out faster than anything else, right? That would have fucking been like here. Dude, it's really great that you guys read CNN and haven't even touched fucking grass in your life. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but yet somehow or another you think somehow that you're just going to read a CNN headline and have some fucking opinion piece and then be able to critique this. So yes, those restrictions that cost billions a year across fucking major industries actually didn't help do shit. What it did was gave you an optic and a slush fund to play with and play politics with. That's the issue that happened at hand. So yes, the EPA does need to roll back. It needs to enforce a bunch of shit. No, you don't. There's not any. I don't give a fuck about where you live, dipshit. I've been on mountains too. I've been around the world. I don't give a fuck about LA. It can burn to the fucking ground with everybody in it, and I wouldn't bat an eye. I don't give a fuck about LA. LA's not the center of the fucking world, dipshit. And in fact, you're probably the most retarded city on the planet. Just sit there and fucking bitch about forest fires and then cry about fucking poverty. Dude, you have your knowledge about EPA fucking logistics and EPA mandates and EPA regulation is astoundingly dumb. You know, you are fucking a moron. Yeah, go on, you fucking, what, I'm a cracker now? Oh, okay, so now we can play this game. Oh, careful where you go, because I'll throw it out there. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, I'm Mexican.
Oh, yeah, right. Go back across the border then. So, yeah, I know. You were born here. Another baby on the fucking way. Yeah, I gotcha. Great. So, again, you don't know what you're talking about because of LA. You couldn't fucking figure it out. The fact that, A, California wasn't supposed to look the way it does. It didn't look that way a long ago. But yet your dumb ass fucking can't figure that out. You guys fucking plant palm trees and shit that aren't native to fucking California. But then, bamboo, all of this shit goes in and sucks water up. Fucking non-fucking dollar. You let water roll to the sea and you bitch about the EPA. You let fresh water, record amounts of snowfall and fresh water roll right out to the sea without capturing it. But yet, somehow or another, your fucking city can't keep enough water on hand to fight a backyard fire. You got incompetent fucking people. We should be considering California. Yeah, hey, dude, I make more money. You know what? I live in Texas right now. I can make enough money where I want to. Your bitch ass living on government HUD housing, you can afford to live anywhere. So guess what, bitch? You can't even fucking fathom the amount of shit that actually goes on. And I really hate the fact that I have to come in here and school your fucking little Hispanic little ass on Taco Tuesday and figure out what's going on. Yeah, you don't know. So go back to LA, go back to sucking dick with Adams, and both of you fucking play comics and pencil all day fucking long. I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't give a fuck about what you have to say because we're city boy. Yeah, I'm a city boy. I'm definitely a city boy. Yeah, girls are better. Okay, sure, California girls. If I wanted a Barbie doll made out of plastic and fucking Ozempic models, maybe it's not my fucking head. Dude, you're a high schooler. Like, listen, what do you
arguing about which areas are hotter. Are you seriously using that as an argument for the EPA before California? California still's not right. Come down here because some border jumping anchor baby fucking says the women are hotter over here. Holy shit. Dumbass motherfucking parochial fucking arguments like fucking grade school shit, man. Grow up. Dude, I'm crashing out. Yeah, trust me. They know if I crash out.
Crash and get warmed up.
They know exactly when I crash out, little fucking there. Listen, Juan, you don't have the fucking balls of things. I don't fuck. Wait, you can say anything you want to. You're worried about my words. I knew that. So let's Californians. Is this the little faggot that's going to come down and invade the South? Is this the guy that's going to champion AOC's invasion of fucking Georgia? Is this it? Is this the motto? Is this the guy you want to sit there and have on your side? Is this the guy that voice, that fucking lackluster, that no fucking look, horrible fucking has no knowledge of what's going on? Is this going to be the man you run to? I can promise you, probably not. Is this the man that's going to run in politics? Probably not. Is this man going to constantly bitch his life entire away? Like literally entirely away. He's going to bitch his entire life, be a backbencher, and fucking cry. He's going to be the one that can't get on the field. Because you know what? He's going to offer an excuse for every reason why. But he doesn't have the balls to sit down and actually apply common sense. But he'll throw out things like the EPA regulation rollback is detrimental. Which regulation? I don't know. He's just going to read a quote off the ChatGPT. So now, after we're done making you my son because you are my bitch, I am daddy. You can call me daddy. I will tell you exactly what to do. I will tell you how to speak. I will offer you this. I will offer you a mouthful of balls, and you can sit down there and fucking free ball. Taco Tuesday is going to be that. That's that clanging thing in the back of your mind. That little light going off in the end of your corner is your little fucking dissipation light telling you you're retarded. You're just done, dude. Fuck. You're not smart. You're not even intelligent. You're not even offering anything of intellectual substance. You're done. Dumb. Come on. Give me something. Try something. Try something. Be a fucking man. Be a fucking man. I can do this all day long, dude. Yeah, I can. I got nothing but time. I've got money. I've got a house. I've got a big land. I just traveled across the country. You know what? Kitchens like you never saw a fucking forest, a tree, a street. I never did anything you were talking about LA. Another fucking person that thinks LA is the center of the universe. Go ahead, Jess. Republicans, from what I've seen, have never taken them to court about it. It was very unfair. They kept packing black people in their district, which historically led to, black people thinking Republicans don't even give a fuck about it. They don't even want us in their voting district. They did, but the gerrymandering didn't allow for that. And gerrymandering happens every 10 years, I think. So, with it being 2026, they're writing legislation so they can get together what they can do for 2030. Right? Now that Republicans are gerrymandering, the Democrats have went to the Supreme Court on them. And the Supreme Court said, take your dick out your ass. They do it. You do it. You both do it. Why can't we all do it? Why are you trying to hold these black people down? Right? Everyone says, black people's community hates it. Black people. And guess what? People are voting fucking Democrats. And the Republicans are going to go. What I am saying is, don't you want to fucking change? Don't you black people want to fucking change? I know I do.
everyone else that don't work for y'all. So do something about it.
You're in Tennessee, baby. We are.
Well, in regards to the Tennessee, unfortunately, the gerrymandering that Cassie is referring to is not what happened. Now, yes, gerrymandering or does happen. After the census and redistricting, obviously, population changes, the population of the city, major city, major city 1 year, and then 10 years later, not too much of a major city anymore. So, that's why, and that's why they normally do not try to gerrymander decade, because of the fact that they try to make it wait when the census happened. And that apparently is what's the real, I guess, demographic in the states or whatever. So what happened in Tennessee, unfortunately, is just, it's just that you whether Republicans or Democrats. And it is unfortunate that my fellow Tennesseans are like captives in these rock soft positions when they're hurting and literally splitting apart whole cities just because
She sounds like an East Tennessee.
Okay, the question was, even if they redistrict black people, can't they still vote for whatever candidate they want to if they're a registered Democrat or a registered Republican?
Yo, I feel.
So with that being, wait, just ask me a question. So with that being said, the ability to vote, if you're asking, is why I thought you want to be. Wait. No, I'm gonna answer your question, Jazzy. You know the police how the fuck I answer your question. I'm not, but you're not answering the question. Don't. So with that being said, yes, Memphians do have the ability to vote. You're absolutely correct, which is the question that you're asking. Do Memphis still have are they still able to vote to whoever they vote for? Absolutely. But will that vote hold as much power as it did before the redrawing, or after the redrawing? That is. Well, do you have the answer to that question? Yes, absolutely. Because hold on, 1 second. You're packing a lot. Hold on. Okay. So now the question: how will the power be diluted if I'm a registered Democrat? will not hold as much weight as it was prior to being cracked open, if that makes any sense.
Let me ask you another question. Has any black people in Tennessee went down to, let's say, because I'm going to guess that this is on a city hall level, right? Has anyone went down to any meetings where they talk about redistricting as a black person, sat down and expressed their opinions and their concern with losing representation, which I don't know how a minority black group living in a majority white community, right? How you being redistricted to another majority white community? Like how you think you're
but that's the issue. Memphis is not a majority white city, baby. Memphis.
So then what's the problem?
That's the problem.
Exactly.
That's
What
the
is
problem.
the problem?
Memphis happens to be a majority-minority population, which means that the majority of the people there are the minority of the minority.
So then it doesn't matter if they split you up.
No, it
So
does
please,
matter.
Memphis, baby, come on over to Chattanooga. Water's warm.
Because there are certain things you cannot do to minority classes. Yeah, I'm sorry, but that's what the Constitution.
So what makes you think if they hold on 1 second? What makes you think if they redistrict you that people will start doing things to you?
That's not the argument.
Well, you just said there's certain things you can't do to minority classes. Yeah. So I'm asking if you're redistricting, what will start? I'm trying to get on your side. the drawing board with another group of motherfuckers. And if they say no, then we can continue our fuck the Republican rhetoric, right? Ice Cube tried this. You know this, right? Ice Cube went to the Democrats and the Republicans to talk about Black America's plan. The Democrats told him no. The Republicans said, wait a minute, we'll do this. We just got to finish campaigning for this thing. Ice Cube never went back to the Republicans, but they were the only ones willing to even sit down with him and talk about a plan for Black America. So all I'm saying, Coco, is this is your chance. My mom always says this. She says, I don't like Donald Trump, but he listens to anybody. If you can get in front of him, he'll listen. And I'm telling you this right now. Try to change your community for the better. Because over time, they changed, right? But now it's all Hispanics. The Black people gave up on their own fucking community. So let's not let that happen again. Memphis is a historically Black. It's actually the blackest city in the United States. Did you know that?
More violence in the city of Chicago. Yeah, man.
No, it's not. Chicago is not a majority Black city. Memphis is.
And per capita?
No, not per capita. None of that. Memphis is over 60% Black.
Yeah, she's right.
They call it Miprica.
Yeah.
Literally.
I drive
So
around
all I'm
there.
saying is,
What the fuck did you get that from?
and it's
You never heard that?
he got that from the white people.
Gotta have her.
He got it from the conspiracy theorists. Good.
Right.
I'm done though. And Kendo wanted to talk, so after whoever, let's let Kendo get in there. And I'm just telling you this, Coco, as somebody who's Black, like I know I troll a lot, but bro, we gotta understand that there are some white people willing to help you get where you need to go. And I think you about to get in front of them niggas right now. Cause the last set of white niggas was not helping. Okay? That's all I'm saying.
Okay. All right, Jesse.
Hey, Coco, to her point, who's the greatest white guy that always stands up for you on this fucking app?
Right, 100%. That's right.
But see, Biden is like the only diehard Republican that I put though. You know what I'm saying? You know, because that's my nigga. But
don't call him that.
Oh wow, I'm crying. I'm crying. But no, Jazzy, I see what you're saying, and everything that you're saying, it could definitely take hold. What I am upset about is the progress, the process in which, not progress, but the process in which it happened. It happened because of a Trump agenda which does not present.
That's wrong though.
But no, that's literally why our senator said that we need to change about what she said. This came out of her mouth and on her social media. We want to have the Trump agenda, the fuck you say? She said to us, we must accomplish the Trump agenda to achieve the Trump is something. She said something, but she said the Trump agenda. And
I ain't never heard nobody else say that but her.
Well, she said.
So it can't be a mass thing.
Girl,
I'm run by a Republican governor, and I ain't never heard Ron DeSantis say this is Trump's plan.
Well, I'm just letting you know what Tennessee.
You're talking about Marsha Blackburn, and she was saying that she wanted to make sure that we grow Tennessee, or that she was all about
Tennessee red. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she wanted to keep it conservative. And I'm with that. I love Marsha Blackburn.
But I think I know what's going on. So
she ain't done it. She's never done anything for my community.
Wait, Coco, do you think that red equals black hate?
Do you know how Marsha Blackburn has been in office? What legislative she has to even help Memphis in particular?
Okay, hold on. Nobody from Memphis better have voted for her. I'm going to say that. And this is what I'm trying to tell you, that cohesive voting bullshit. She has not done anything for Memphis, but I guarantee you more than 50% of people from Memphis voted for her ass. You want me to look it up?
I mean, you may be true.
So why the fuck? Sorry, I'm outside. My neighbor's gonna be like, "What the fuck? What are you doing with your vote?"
That is not the argument that I am making.
That's the argument I'm making. I'm trying to show you the bigger picture here, right? Marsha Blackburn. Never mind. I'm gonna go.
I see what you're saying, Jazzy.
I'm gonna look at the voting power y'all have in Memphis. Let me look at it.
Honestly, I don't believe that.
So I wanted to say something.
Oh, okay. Oh, my bad, not King.
Yeah. Just real quick, because we went through gerrymandering and stuff like that. And the way that they, like, actually chop it up, they use certain social issues that people actually gather around. And, like, you might have one kind of social concern in one district versus in another when it gets incorporated. So, like, say, for instance, like, oh, we divert taxes to, like, education. And then, like, in this other district, well, hold on, we want to divert our tax money to, like, gates in the streets and shit. You know, depending on the district and, like, the concerns and the people, like, they gonna vote ways and split that shit. So that's how the power get fucking divided, like, throughout the districts. Furthermore, like, different districts got different supports. Like, in my district, it's like a lot of fucking teachers. A lot of teachers. And, like, teachers that kind of more, like, vote the same. Which can be kind of good, but kind of bad. Because if you get the brainwashed motherfuckers, they finna vote based on who the fuck they friends is that's not finna have a beneficial outcome. So this whole, like, you know, like, voting power shit and shit like that, true enough, people need to be on one accord. But if people looking out for their friends and all of that kind of shit, like, it goes the other way. And that can just prove to be an issue down the line. But people don't know it until the vote's over.
Right. And who's to say we may turn all those districts blue? But I'm voting blue hell this midterm. Blues usually.
But you know that your mayor is nonpartisan?
Usually. You said what?
Your mayor is nonpartisan.
Oh, the new mayor, girl, don't get me his ass. Don't get me started.
Wait, you work for the government, right, Coco?
I'm happy with him. You said what?
You work for the government, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you clocking back in. Yeah, I said, yeah, go ahead and get back to work.
I'm not clocking back in.
You gotta get off by now. So my question, Coco.
Damn, nigga, why you telling them?
Yeah, my question.
Because he was talking about government working last time. He said Donald Trump worked for the government. He need to get to work.
Why are you voting? Why are you voting blue? Like, what policies do they have?
Well, there are personal reasons why I won't be voting for certain Republican legislators.
I asked you for Democrat policies. I don't want to hear about no feeling shit. What policies do they have that you want to keep in place?
Stop hazing,
Hello?
Yeah, because he trying to.
She gotta wake him up.
I'm not
trying to walk around the park, and I want to get straight to the swing.
I'm at the store right now, so I can't engage like I want to. So do bear with me.
The Democrats ain't got that much motion for you to be silent about their policies.
Coco, I want y'all to wake up and smell the fucking Arabic coffee.
And what's that?
I need to know what policies do the Democrats have that you want to uphold and keep?
Okay, while she's doing that, can you tell me what the Republicans have?